going on, guys? Orms Form coming at you guys today with another video. In today's video, I'm going to be doing my another NFL draft player analysis. This will be my ninth one. This is running back Devon Achane, one of the fastest players in this NFL draft. We saw him at the combine. And this is for Curtis Wilson, one of my subscribers. Put that on the community tab. I got you, brother. Curtis Wilson, this is for you. Now, this is one of the fastest kids in the draft, plays running back. Had a really, I think he ran a 4.3, I want to say a 4.32 at the combine. I think that's what he eventually ran at the combine, a 4.32. But it looks like there was a little controversy when at the combine. It looked like he almost was in the 4.2s. It looked like he was in the 4.2s. But he was definitely one of the fastest players at this combine for 2023. He's 5'9", 185 pounds, played for Texas A&M, a Texas A&M Aggie, 21 years old, 3 years of stats going on at Texas A&M, 2,376 yards, 6.4 yards per carry, 21 touchdowns, 65 receptions, 554 yards, 8.5 yards per reception, and 5 touchdowns, so around 26 touchdowns as an Aggie. And special teams, too, he had about 20 returns, 613 yards, 30.7 yards average as a kick returner, and 2 touchdowns, man. So he got in the end zone twice, 2 tutties as a kick returner on special teams. So he could be used as a kick returner, punt returner as well. Didn't really use him much as a punt returner, but they did use him quite a bit at kick return. Now, the strengths and the positives, that's what we like to talk about over here. A track star, elite level speed. That's what you love about him. Ran about, that's what I said, a 4.32 at the combine. And it just looked like he ran a 4.2, man. If you slow down that, you can actually find it on YouTube, man. If you slow it down and you see him going past the line, it looked like he was in the 4.2. So it officially came out to about 4.32, I think. So, but it almost looks like he's got that 4.2 plus speed. Has vision, good patience. He can create space. He's a stop and start ability running back. Home run speed in the open field. Hard to get an angle on him. He's going to beat you every time on an angle because his speed. He's going to beat you 9 out of 10 times. He's just one of those type of kids. Now, look good as a receiver on the backfield, not the best. We'll talk about that in a bit, but he looked pretty good as a receiver. Improved in year 3 at Texas A&M. Now he's got value as a special teams guy. Talked about that with the kick return, with the 2 touchdowns, and he eventually became a full-time starter at Texas A&M in 2022. Bigger workload. So he was able to maintain a bigger workload. Now he is small, but he's built pretty good, and he creates yards a little bit extra with his legs. Does not go down as easy as when you look at him because he is the smaller guy at 5'9", 185 pounds, 185, 190 pounds, whatever he's coming in at. I think he came in a little bit bigger for the combine. Now, with the strengths and the positives, we always talk about the weaknesses and the negatives. Now, he is small. We talk about it at 5'9", 180 plus pounds, 185 plus pounds. He won't be a bell cow in the NFL. There's not too many of those guys left anyways, but he won't be a bell cow in the NFL. Not a great blocker at all. When I put the tape on, you watch him. He likes to chip. He doesn't like to throw his body much into another defender or whoever's blitzing or a defensive end. Somebody coming up. He's not going to throw his body in the blocking department, man. He's just not that type of guy. And then he tends to take himself out of plays too much. He's always a guy that's looking for the big play, and he's going to lose some yards because of that. Now, he's always looking to bounce to the outside. That goes with, always looking for the big play. Doesn't like to give what the defense is giving him. Defense is giving him a little bit. He doesn't like what he sees. He sees a couple defenders there. He's always going to try to go around those guys. He doesn't put his head down much, even though he does have a little bit of leg drive. He's always looking to bounce the ball on the outside. So he's going to need to improve on that a little bit. Now, he did show some improvement in his receiving skills like we talked about, but I think he needs a little bit more work. He tends to be a little bit of a body catcher when you watch some of his tape. Now, this kid's a good player. This kid's a good player. There's not a lot of positives or negatives to him. Overall, his speed is elite. This is what this kid is. He is a speed demon, and he's got that game-breaking potential speed, and he's just going to use it to the full effect. And whoever grabs this kid, they're going to throw him. They're going to throw him as a part-time guy. He's going to be a return specialist, either as a kick returner or a punt returner. I'm guessing as a kick returner. Not that we see a lot of kick returns nowadays. And this is going to be a guy that some teams will avoid kicking the ball to because just of that speed alone. So overall, great speed, a smaller back. He's not going to block for you really. But, get the ball in his hands. Get the ball in his hands, swing him out to the outside on some dump passes, dump the ball to him, watch him work. Get some jet sweeps on this guy. Get him on the outside of the tackles. Get him in open space. That's what you're going to want. This guy's going to create that, and he's a home run hitting running back. Now, I like him. I do like him a lot, and, sometimes I talk about comp, sometimes I do. The one comp that I did see a player analysis on this guy, and the one comp I did agree with was Javid Best. We had Javid Best in Detroit for how many years? How many games did he play? 20-something games, I believe Javid Best played. Concussion kid, a track athlete coming out of college. And, every time we saw Javid Best run the ball, bounce to the outside, he was gone. He had that game-breaking ability we saw in college, too, with Javid. He reminds me a lot of Javid Best. Now, I don't think, is he going to suffer the same outcome as Javid Best? I don't really know. Javid Best went in the first round. I think we even traded up to go get Javid Best, I believe, because we got him late in the first, from what I can remember. I should have wrote that down, but I didn't. But his game reminds me a lot of Javid Best. I think it's very, very similar. Elite runner, track athlete, get the ball in his hands, watch him work. He's not going to block for you. He's going to catch a few passes too as well. Going to be used as a return specialist as well. Use him as a gunner too. He's going to get to the ball. So as a gunner, so it's just a guy that I do like. The grade I'm going to give in this kid, I'm probably seeing him as a third round running back, as a third round draft pick. There's some analysts have him going a little bit early in the second round because, speed kills. But I see him as a third round guy. He'll be nice. He'll be nice in that RBBC, that running back by committee, with a bigger back. You got that thunder and lightning. But he is a guy that has some game breaking ability, because of his speed and his speed alone. So third round guy. I do like him. He is small, like I said, but he's got some skills. But thanks, guys. That's the draft analysis for Devon Achane out of Texas A&M, the Texas A&M Aggie. And hope you guys liked it. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button in the bottom right. Don't forget to hit the notification bell and get all my videos. And don't forget to like, comment, share this out. What do you guys think, man? Devon Achane, Speed Demon. Go Lions, one pride. Boom. Let's go.